What is up, though, Lions fans? We back. Y'all know I had technical difficulties. There we go. Hello. Okay. Yep. The mic cut on and it cut right off and it cut back on again. You know, I had to deal with that. So we'll keep this over here. What's good with you, Lions fans? Yo, if I show up, what's going on? You know I was gonna show up. Looking pretty decent in a game that we don't need to win. uh, Facts. Yes, for the draft. What up, though, Jody? Um, Man, JMO cooking. What's going on now? I don't have my ears in yet, so I got the game now real low because obviously, if it if the microphone picks up the game too much, it'll cancel the stream. So I'll put my ears in after the end of this drive, after touchdown, field goal, whatever happens here in the red zone. If you got Jahmyr Gibbs in, you might as well get him that TD, get him number 49. You know what I mean? Oh, come on now. See, where was that? If you hit Gibbs, see, my goodness. Try to get cute on 2nd and 1. Hey, Tactical, that mock draft simulator that I got going on right now, ooh, buddy. Looking real nice. And we call it timeout. All right, let me get my ears in while they're at timeout. All right, we got them. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. What up, though, Mr. Detroit City? True. 3rd and 6. How we go from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 6? Now, did you see what Brisker did in that situation? He's like, yeah, they're going to throw to St. Brown. Look at that. He knew it. He knew it, bro. Oh, my goodness. Anything interesting happened in the early games? Let's see. Not on the Bears, he doesn't. Not on the Eagles, he didn't. No, I saw it, but I'm just saying, like, Vikings beat Green Bay. I don't think that mattered. Green Bay was already in, right? They're already clinched. What happened to Chris Olave? Another concussion? Oh, blood clots. That's crazy. So the Saints and Falcons played already? Tell me some good news. Tell me the Falcons won. Let's go. The Falcons won. The Panthers are in the playoffs, friends. Ty Bowles. Ty Bowles, come through, baby. Come on through, baby. You have to fire him, right? You have to fire Ty Bowles. That's your working theory, huh? The whole season is on Davenport. Tom Rinaldi, don't nobody care about what you talk about playing for the next man. Look at the man next to you. Look at the man to your left and your right, and then say Alizé. I don't want to hear nothing about that. We don't give a damn about that. We trying to get a draft pick. Come on now, and a new defensive coordinator. You know the Falcons are good for games like this. They'll come out in a meaningless game. Did I say the Falcons or did I say the Lions? Anyway, the Lions are good for a game like this. They come out in a meaningless game, play their asses off, play like they should have been playing the last 5 weeks, and win. Right? In a situation. Oh, Tom Brady. Tom Brady is on the call. That means we should lose as well. Look at DJ. Look at DJ Reed covering. He ain't done that all year. You know what I'm saying? So did Dan Campbell. This is crazy. We are this in January. We are playing the Chicago Bears, and it's the Chicago Bears that are going to the playoffs and the Lions that are not. Do y'all realize how crazy that is? Like they would stop the run today, right? They would, they would save Shep's job today. They would, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Anyway, when is Ty Bowles getting fired? There we go. There we go, DeAndre. Do your thing, Swifty. Do your dance, Swift. Put that ish on. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. No, we don't need to cut Roy Lopez. Roy Lopez did exactly what we needed him to do. Bro, if they resign Davenport, I'm telling you, we riot, bro. That just lets you know off top that Brad Holmes has not learned anything. You know what I mean? He's learned nothing at all. My stud halfback Swift is crazy. Because we couldn't say that in Detroit. He was my bum halfback, my injured halfback. This dude's over 1,000 yards for the second time in his career. He did it in Philly, and now he's done it in in Chicago. Didn't sniff it in Detroit. Couldn't sniff it because he couldn't stay on the field. We can hear their names again, but are playing for the Bears, it would be great, you know, or are playing for the Packers or the Vikings. All like that would be great. All three of them are a package deal. All three of them go to the Bears, the Vikings, or the Packers. I'm tired. Like this is they're playing with pride, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kelvin Shepard walking up and down the sideline like he got a job. You know what I mean? What's going on, people? Come on now. You know, uh, you know he's gonna stay on. You know he's not getting fired. I don't understand. I don't understand how the defense looks like this. Now I know it's just the first drive, but we ain't looked like this on a first drive all season. I don't understand it. Why do you have to be eliminated to play like you're supposed to play? This is the thing I don't understand about this team. I told you they were good. Yeah, they may not win this game because there's still a lot of game left. But to come out here and play with this type of energy, this type of fire on both sides of the football, when the last 5 weeks we had an opportunity to get into the playoffs and we didn't do it. And now we want to do it and game, you know, the last game of the season where it's meaningless, where we're like, you know, all we can do is hurt our draft stock. It's freaking crazy, bro. I don't understand it at all. I really don't. I would say so. Something happened to my stream. I don't know what the frick happened. That's what I'm saying. Like Todd, that's why I said, where's Todd Bowles at? What the frick? Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me get my drink. I'll be right back. I forgot I left the water in the freezer. So I put it in the microwave for 5 minutes because it's a solid block of ice. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I'm glad they're giving the ball to JMO so much because Amon Ra is, injured and shouldn't be in the game. But are all the Bears starters playing? Are they not? Are they sitting anybody? The UFL commercial? I didn't see it. I saw FanDuel. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, Grady Jarrett, a guy that they could have signed in free agency. Well, like, stop trying to give the Lions excuses. They just had a down year because they were physically wiped out. No, that's not why they had a down year. They had a down year because our GM didn't do anything for the roster. We're gonna win this game and watch. It's gonna be a dude like a Jared Verse that's gonna come out, and we just couldn't move up far enough to get him. And it's gonna be like we had to move up 5 spots. And in this situation, it would have been, hey, if you lose the game, you got to move up 1 spot to get him. Watch. It's gonna be some craziness like that. Y'all gonna look back at the draft. I mean, during the draft. Ah! Reasons we had a down year. Brad didn't draft well the last 2 years. You signed bums in free agency and you didn't hire the right coordinators. That about sums it up. That about summed it up. I did take this one out. It don't work anyway. Oh, that was the end of the first quarter already? Pretty speedy. All right. Let me see what happened with that water. Dudes up in here trying to do trick plays. Look at that. He got up like he was about to dunk on him. And guess who got beat? Coyote Awasika, you know. vet squad guy, really, really trusted backup. You know what I mean? I guess the Lions now realize that people look good because they were playing next to Frank Ragnow. You know, Coyote looked good in the NFC Championship game because he was playing next to Frank Ragnow. Christian Mahogany looked good because he was playing next to Frank Ragnow. Okay. Not two pairs of gloves, two gloves, one on each hand. Two pairs would mean he had two on each hand. No, one on each hand. Surprise, surprise, a penalty. See, I don't care too much about this game, but like we do stuff like that. Hold on, I'm just making some changes right quick. I mean, I'll be happy to rub Osama bin Johnson's face in it, but I mean, other than that, but we knew they weren't going to come out here playing for a draft pick, bro. If you thought they were going to do that, you didn't know Dan Campbell and these Detroit Lions. All right, there we go. This line is poop. I mean, that wasn't even really about the line. That was just about him getting up there. But all right. Sometimes people come in here and they just be typing, and it's I'll be like, I don't understand what you want, player. You know, golf on the rollout pass on purpose. See. Did I tell you? Did I tell you that was a part of his game that we didn't know that he had? Now that we know he has it. I'm telling you, he's got to go to a high school in California this offseason and take some linemen, defensive linemen with him, and just pay him. Say, hey man, I need y'all to just pressure me, like really, really, really hit, like don't like really hit me so I can get injured, but like hit me so I know that it's coming. You know, Brisker is the type. I don't like that type of player. That you didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? There was just nobody to throw to. You're standing in the middle of the field. You know what I mean? He just throws it out. Like I get it. You're happy that it was a stop, but mm-hmm, mm-hmm, gonna feed him just enough to let him to make him want to stay. So guys, Sam Darnold, played a big game last night and didn't fold. I can't handle Seattle winning a Super Bowl with Sam Darnold. I can't. And I don't think they would win it because of Sam Darnold. I think that defense is freaking. I hate seeing defensive teams like that because when I see defensive teams, I'd be like, why couldn't we do that? Like, why couldn't we draft those players? Why couldn't we sign free agents on the defensive line? Why couldn't we put a team together that way? I love Gibbs and Waymo and Khamir Gibbs. I like him. I like Khamir Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? Amon-Ra St. Brown. I love our skill players. There's not a lot to love on defense. You know, there's a lot to love when we talk about Hutch, Kirby, Branch. I'm blanking on the next guy to love. Who is it? Hutch, Branch, Kirby, Campbell. Okay, all right. Y'all got anything? Got. I don't know. Why are the Vikings kicking themselves in the ass? Because they won? Oh, because of Sam Darnold. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we got so many disruptors on the defensive line. I mean, we got Hutch. I mean, Ali McNeil's been outstanding, bro. Like that third round pick really panned out. I mean, DJ Reader's been awesome. Marcus Davenport has been just tearing it up out there. AQM, who saw him coming? That's about it. You know, Roy, like everybody's afraid of Roy Lopez. Now, Roy Lopez wasn't a bad signing. Jack Campbell's got to get him one, bro. You got to when you go get your first pick, baby. Roy Lopez was a good signing for the Lions. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't that. It wasn't that signing that, you know, it wasn't, hey, let me give up a draft pick for Leonard Williams. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, hey, let me sign a really good free agent from another team so that now I've got this fearsome twosome in the defense and in the interior, you know, and then I got, guys on Boye Mafe coming off the edge, and it's just, I don't know, bro. I said the other day I'd love to go back to the Silver Rush days, of defense, and somebody didn't agree with me. There we go, Hutch. I don't know what that dance was, but you do your dance, Hutch. He didn't even do much. Hey, getting Caleb Williams on the ground this season has been difficult. So, you know what I mean? Imagine if Hutch had somebody on the other side that they were afraid of, and he could see that one-on-one type of stuff often. Imagine that, bro. He just said, what did Tom Brady say? He usually gets chipped and everything. So when he just goes one-on-one and ain't no help, oh, he lights up. What up, though, Greater Good? I'm sorry, Belinda Brown. My bad. There's only one team that I can't stand to see win the Super Bowl this year, the Bears. Nah, I got reasons about other teams, bro. The Rams definitely don't want to see them win. Uh, no. Miles, who? Garrett? Did he break the record? Yeah, Rams. Packers are cooked, bro. Packers ain't winning nothing with that Micah injury. You know that can't. They ain't gonna do it. Jordan Love, congratulations on your marriage or whatever, but you ain't him. You ain't him. You know what I'm saying? The only way that I can stomach a Rams win is because it you would hope it would light a fire under Melvin, but he's probably the kind of person who goes, we don't really care about people outside of the organization. We're not really focused on the Rams per se, but we're just focused on the guys we've got here in 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 um in Detroit in this building. So no, we don't really care about that. Who won the trade and things like that. You know what I mean? 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. How was my Brad Holmes impression? 1 out of 10. Not 1 out of 10. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Imagine that. Jahmyr Gibbs running the ball outside. Wow. Duval. I don't want the Jags to win because, I'm not a Trevor Lawrence guy. And I would hate for him to have turned a corner. $68 total scrimmage yards was the high for Jahmyr Gibbs in the last 3 weeks. That was his high. And then we're going to go for it. Of course. Why would you run? It's Awasika, bro. He's not good. Oh, who's Hubbard? Who the frick is Hubbard? Homie, who is that? Did we just sign this guy? No, they're not going for it. Wow. What doofusry. It's possible. Bro, I was thinking I was a Wasiga. Who the frick is Hubbard, bro? Who is Hubbard? Who he play for? We got a who he play for out there. Bro. I think I need to. You're. I need to. I need to like either use this voice mod situation more or get rid of it. I'm changing up my thumbnail for 2026, guys. Yeah, I think y'all are gonna like it. So I think from tomorrow, I will be using my new thumbnail. I like it. I think it's pretty creative. What up, though, Brenda Witt? Yep, taking points on the road. It's just a motivation, bro. Like this is the worst matchup we could have had in a season where you're not gonna make the playoffs because it's Osama Ben Johnson. And Dan Campbell doesn't want to lose that guy. And these players don't want to lose his team. So I remember last year when three NFC North teams got into the playoffs and none of them won a game. Y'all remember that? So this year, two of them will get in, and we're rooting for none of them to win a game. Well, the Eagles for sure are going to win. They're playing the freaking Commanders, bro. Wow, he threw it away. Didn't take a sack. Yeah, facts. And we should have been playing with this type of energy and urgency for the last 5 weeks. But for whatever reason, Jameer Gibbs, 49. Would you boss up and get these tutties, get these tutties, get these tutties? Would you, I don't know, should I finish it? Would you boss up and get these tutties? Get these tutties, get these tutties. I got my microphone interface up on the other screen so I can see when it cuts out. Oh my God, there's Johnny Mo. There's Johnny. Oh my God. Let me get my hash browns. Sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom to pull yourself back up. Really? Well, better drafting helps you not hit rock bottom. I've been thinking about making my own spice blend. Yeah, I can understand that one. I definitely, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, look at Shep walking up and down like he's got a job. How many sacks does Hutch have this year? 13, 14? What is going on here? Hey, he's got a big payday coming this offseason. You know what I mean? So he's don't jump off sides. Wow, that was easy. He barely had to scan the field on that one. Lacey almost had it. Notice he said he got it around the defensive end. Why is Lacey playing defensive end? He's a good player. We was lucky to get him. You know, this guy's gonna help us a lot. You know, coming out of where the boy come from, Jacksonville or what was it, Dallas? He was with the Cowboys. He was a good player, really good player. We're fortunate to get him, and we were really happy about getting him. Rate my Ray Agnew on a scale of 1 to 10. Rate my Ray Agnew. I see y'all didn't rate my Brad Holmes. That means y'all gave it a 0. But you know what I mean. Well, that's true. 9.5. All right. You know what I'm saying? Good players. We got good players. We got them boys from over there where they at. We got some good players, man. We good. Um, Motor City Don P, one of the best lines creators out there. So make sure you go ahead and give him your stamp of approval like Ray Agnew does. Uh, but he's a good player too. He's a good player. I wish we could sign him. um, um, so here we go. We got 2 minutes until halftime adjustments are need to be made. Let's see what happens there. See, I told you it's hard to get him on the ground. I told you that boy is slippery because of all that bib oil. You know, all that bib oil. It didn't gain anything. It lost 4 yards. I said it didn't gain much. It lost 4 yards. Don't do that, Rock. You will get a freaking delayed game penalty kicking that football. You said he got his first sack last week. It took that man 15 games to get a sack. That's crazy. Mhm. They're going for it. Just don't jump off sides. DJO, DJO. I think he's talking about Tyleek. He said Tyleek got his first sack last week. That definitely wasn't a catch. But either way, it's Lions ball. That definitely wasn't a catch. Yeah, like I said, it's a better field position for us anyway. Yo, this did y'all see did y'all see that Brady Pizza Hut commercial? I don't know if y'all got it. I'm pretty sure y'all got it. Oh, okay. I did not expect the mom at the end there. That one got me. I don't know too much about Kyle Whittingham. Really, I need to get back into college football. I've been out of the loop for probably about 3-4 years now. Um, but I think, from what I understand, he was good at Utah. Um, did he bring the Utah staff with him, or did he get others? I just want to know if he's going to be able to develop Bryce Underwood, because Bryce Underwood underperformed, but he was also underdeveloped. Because Sharon Moore was clearly under the influence. You see what I did there? Well, if y'all are trying to get into field goal range, we're going to need a longer pass. That's crazy. I thought he was he was an OC and a DC. Shoot, maybe we need a coach like that. Is it too late to poach him from Michigan? He's already in the state. My goodness. I thought he was the DC at Utah, because he coached with Meyer. I thought he said it was his DC. But if he was an OC and a DC and now he's a head coach, he definitely should be able to. He definitely should be able to develop Bryce. Oh, he hired. Okay. But he was a DC. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, you said he has the DC. Okay, I thought I read it as was. Sometimes the glasses, you know what I'm saying, they don't help you. They don't help you see. Yeah, so he was Myers DC, and then he took over as head coach. Gotcha. What about the wind? Okay. That last one is the one that matters. 3-0 against Michigan ain't, you know, we haven't been really great outside of the, We haven't been great here outside of the 1 year where we won the national championship game. And nobody beat us that year, so. Well, if it's not windy, he should knock it through. But he doesn't. Shake base is looking shaky, baby. All right. I shall see y'all on the other side of halftime. Be right back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Lions playing zone is annoying to me. That is interesting. I guess Nick Saban's fingerprints are still all over the college football landscape. He dropped it. What up, Mr. Morale 313? Yes, they are playing to win the game. Hello, you play to win the game. No, it just, this is the Bears game that they're playing right now is the same game that we played against the Bills last year. We played a team that wanted to prove that we weren't what people thought we were. And that's what the Lions want to do to the Bears. And we weren't fraudulent last year. We had Jared Goff crap the bed. So again, I can't understand why the best commercials are owned by insurance companies. Just about. This is a long conversation. The Osama bin Johnson with his shirt off snippet in this damn playoffs commercial is annoying to me. Well, that's better than me because I still don't know who he is. Syndicate probably had a video about it because I don't know who the frick this Hubbard person is. "13 yards up the middle. Couldn't do that the last 5 weeks." The Lions are out here just trying to show you, just trying to prove that they own the Bears and they own Osama bin Johnson. I think Jameer should have cut that one way outside. A vet starter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's probably still running if he popped that outside. Are we gonna go up the middle with Gibbs again on 3rd and 4? Or are we gonna get a delay game? How? How? Drop. I mean, I can't even get too mad about it, but hmm, is that Cologne at center or is it Glasgow? If I'm not mistaken, Dexter is a defensive tackle, right? And he has 6 sacks. How many does Lee McNeil have this year? It's just, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Javon Dexter is not getting paid what Lee McNeil's getting paid. I'm just saying. You know. Left tackle or left guard? The guard is Mahogany and the tackle is Decker. Glasgow's at center. That's awesome. He missed the pass off. Oh, Decker false started. No, he wasn't hurt. He was sick. Ravens, Steelers, who y'all got? Wouldn't it be crazy because Myles Garrett said basically last week that the Steelers weren't really trying to win the game. They were just trying to make sure he didn't get that sack. And then they come up and they lose to the Ravens, and the Ravens get to the playoffs and the Steelers go home. That would be crazy, right? Because I know they were like, by any means necessary, make sure that he doesn't get that sack against us. So that would be crazy. that you missed the playoffs because you were trying to prevent a player from getting a sack? Seven of 12 for 50 yards. That's crazy. Or 8 of 13 for 56. Oh, okay. So that's the same thing that Jordan Addison did to us last week. And somebody actually saw it but didn't make the tackle. Derek Barnes, there you go. That was yours. You got to break down, bro. That's fundamentals. When you're one on one with that dude, you got to break down. You can't just let him just cut on the run like that. Yeah, I got the Ravens as well. Yeah, what else is new? That's terrible. Well, I mean, they are playing against Mitchell Trubisky, so it's possible. It's possible. But, I feel like Ja'Day Walker started off as a corner and then switched to receiver because what receiver wears number 20? Oh, Swift dropped the pass. We remember that all too well in Detroit. Yeah, but he's one of their guys. Our guys, our guys, our guys, our guys. On 4th and 4, they just go for it with no hesitation. Osama bin Johnson does not respect your defense. Is Jack Campbell really out wide? I mean, I understand that's a tight end, but how do you jump on 4th down? The Bears did it earlier, and now you guys do it. That's crazy. Mm, mm, mm. Mm-hmm. They should have a rule where like when you get the false start off of a first down on 4th, and then I mean when you get the first down off of a offsides on 4th, and then you false start the very next play, it should go back to 4th down. you should have to deal with the 4th down that way. I mean, Enzo is getting old, bro. Did y'all see my video that I did about Brian Flores when he was up there at the podium talking about it would have to be the right situation for him to leave the Vikings? Wow. Wow, Avante. Wow, Avante. The right situation means back up the Brinks truck and I'm coming. Caleb throws a pick. What color are his nails today, guys? If they pitch a shutout, Calvin Shepard is definitely going to keep his job. So we just, all those videos about other people being available. Who cares about Todd Bowles? You know, Raheem Morris, I think, is going to stay. You know, I don't think they fire Raheem Morris. He didn't have a quarterback. Michael Penix's cheeks. I tried to tell people. He looks like Uncle Rico out there. But maybe he'll get better. My best friend is a Falcons fan. He's from Atlanta. And I told him, I said, Michael Penix was in college for 6 years and had 4 season-ending injuries. So when he gets to the NFL, I don't see anything different. And I was right. So, you know. I mean, they said earlier in the year that they weren't going to fire him. Again, same situation. He doesn't have a quarterback. He doesn't have a quarterback at all. Like, and the talent, you know, wasn't, you know, they traded Sauce Gardner. I think they're going to let him, you know, do whatever for the next couple of years. Okay, Leaf. No, no, I'm interested in Brian Flores. He literally said it would be the right. It has to be the right. Uh, um, it has to be the right situation. He knows he's not getting a head coaching job, so the right situation means whoever gives me the right amount of money. Who's giving me the bag? You know, who's giving me the bag? Oh, 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 CJ. CJ GJ said, my ankles. Oh, Montgomery can catch passes? So you're telling me, and this is interesting, guys, because I just found this out. You're telling me that Jahmyr Gibbs can catch passes better than David Montgomery, but David Montgomery can also catch passes. And you're telling me that David Montgomery can run up the middle better than Jahmyr Gibbs, but Jahmyr Gibbs can also run up the middle. So having them on the field at the same time would be a way to keep the defense off balance because they don't know what they're going to do. I mean, that's crazy to understand football that way. Misdirection, motion, that's part of offense. Huh. Using play calling to keep defenses off balance is a thing that we should do. Huh. And then so when a defense is off balance and it's a 2nd and 1 and you want to run it up the middle and they don't really know exactly what you're going to do, you pick up 7 yards? Huh. I don't know. Where was this the last 5 weeks? I don't understand. Huh. That's weird. That's very weird. 65 yards and almost 65 points and almost 900 yards against the Bears in 2 games. I wish we could play the Bears every week, right? I'd love a 1-2 punch too with the both backs. That would be awesome if we had that. They started doing that this game. I don't know. I think good things might happen. Just as they just did it there with Monty handing the ball off to Gibbs. That's another little wrinkle in the offense because, Monty was a high school quarterback and he's thrown some passes, touchdown passes. He might be a good tush push merchant as well. I mean, it's possible. His new team. I don't know. A superstar. I know Lupe is from Chicago, but Lupe is my guy. The last 3 months. Oh no. The Bears still don't have a 4,000-yard passing QB ever. How many yards does he need? Oh, he needed 274. I mean, it's still possible, but you can have one of those fourth quarters. I don't think. I don't think he's gonna do it, but he'll probably get it next year. He'll probably get it next year. If he's gonna be the one to get it. It's just not gonna be this year, but he's gonna be the one to get it. We don't have the secondary to prevent that, but he has to have a 200-yard quarter in the fourth because his third is pretty much done, and we got the ball. So I doubt he gets a 224-yard quarter. He's got 56 yards, so you know what I mean. But I doubt he does it. No, he won't. I mean, have y'all seen his earrings? He be wearing rubies and sapphires. I mean, you know, you know. I think mom should kind of step in and be like, Caleb, it's time to stop doing what you're doing. Okay. That might be true. Who's that? Oh, Monty again? Wow. I mean, Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery on the field at the same time. Would you look at that? Would you look at it? I mean, would you? I didn't know they could do that, bro. I tell you, bro. Woo. I mean, this newfangled offense thing, it just blows my mind. Come on, bro. Oh, Ron Winarski, I don't know. I feel like he could have gave him a better ball, or he could have waited a beat to throw that one. Well, this one makes it a a stretch of a 2 possession game. So that was a smart decision to take the points there. Yeah, it looks like they're. I mean, he's been pretty good for the game. He's been pretty accurate. He was off on a couple JMO throws though. Bro, I'm missing out on so much money today. It pisses me off, bro. Uber has this mandatory day off crap. So, yeah. Yesterday I had some pretty big reservations, so I wasn't going to take a day off yesterday. But today it's like, I probably miss about 160 already. And reservations will continue to come in throughout the day. So, Where were these field goals the last 3 months? I ever understood why Jarrett wears two gloves outside. Because he want to keep both of his hands warm. What you mean? Well, yeah, that in Philly, that was pretty embarrassing. Stop hitting on Fridays. Yes, we need to. Well, over here, when you're not Australian, you kind of get relegated to driving Uber, bro. You know, because it's really hard to get work. They make sure of that. So, I mean, I was an English teacher for 20 years, and I'm driving Uber, bro. So that shows you. And they got a shortage of teachers over here. But when you do it full time, bro, it's just tiring, bro. Even though I got a car that drives itself, I still be. That's why I be tired all the time. It's just a mental drain. The Eagles didn't even care. They're resting their starters. They're like, oh, whatever. If the Bears win, they get the 2 seed. If we win, we get the 2 seed. Who cares? You know. Uber is like, bro. I just do the airport. Really, I don't be doing it in the street trips because they're worthless. You drive 15 minutes to pick somebody up, and it's a 5 minute trip, and you made $6. And I'm like, bro, I'm, I don't be trying to chase my tail like that all day. So nah, I got a system. Reservations and airport trips. That's it. And most of my reservations are either to or from the airport. So I probably go to the airport like 10 times a day. They got about what, two more plays in this quarter? Maybe one. I think one more play. Mm, that was a close one. Crikey. Oh, they actually gonna snap it? Yeah. Well, there you go. Two plays. Wow. Wow. Right into the blitz. He just filled in where Campbell was. I'm sure they'll kick a field goal if it gets to time because you don't want to get goose eggs, you know. Have y'all ever had like there's this place called Soul Origin. It's like a fast food place, and it opened down the street from my house a couple months ago. It was good, right? But I've never been back. And it's like close. It's not far from my house. Have y'all ever had that situation where you had like a restaurant that opened and it was good, but you just never bothered to go back? I don't know if y'all have seen any of these um football, what do you say, like football player versus gamer or versus YouTuber, or you know what I mean? Like they do these, the NFL has this thing where players are teaming up with these people that you would know from YouTube. Um, and it's one with Trey Lance and this chick. And this chick is mid as mess. She's like a chess player, but Trey Lance is looking at her like very hungry, very hungry and very thirsty. I'm like, yeah. What was your restaurant? Bro, again, I'm gonna say this. All these damn hospital shows, why are they so popular? There's just so many hospital and doctor shows. It's like, and you can't really deviate. The only interesting one that I've seen in years was House. You know what I mean? Because you, other than that, you can't really deviate from the script. You get gunshot victims, you get, you know what I mean? Like you get people, oh, had to save their lives in the ER. House was interesting because it would be like crazy cases and stuff, you know. How is it a neutral zone infraction? With what? Oh, Lacey. Mm-hmm. Small sliders. Okay. That's crazy that we didn't even really start and he was lined up in the neutral zone. Hey, you give him you give him 10 million a year and you tell him to run whatever the hell scheme he wants. You give him carte blanche, and Dan Campbell don't even come to my meetings. That's how that works. Yeah, there you go. And Amik Robertson got burnt by the rookie. Yep, that's how it goes. I don't know why Maddox as a safety would bite on the underneath player. It's you got the end zone at your back. Why would you bite on the underneath player and just let the over the top player go? I don't get that one. Look at that. Look at the disrespect. Look at the disrespect. um, I guess I don't know what we're supposed to do in the secondary, bro. Like, really, I have no clue. Oh my god, this lookalikes commercial. I can't watch this. Dan Campbell once a week. You don't look anything like Dan Campbell, bro. Golly, just stop with the bull crap. I mean, if he's a nickel corner, actually, you know what? He's better outside. That's the crazy part. Everybody thinks he's a nickel corner because he's smaller, but I mean, in our defense, he was okay at nickel. But because everyone keeps getting injured, he has to play outside every year. So it's crazy, bro. Yeah. But he gets forced into CB1, CB2 every freaking year, bro. It's crazy. We need to do something about these injuries. Like we said, stop hitting on Fridays. You know, it's great to talk all about, oh, we practice harder than any team in the NFL. Okay. But because you practice harder, you can't play harder. No, it shouldn't. Told you. That was the point. And you had the end zone at your back, so you should not have bit down. Especially since the linebacker had that zone anyway, that zone area. So that should have been Derek Barnes. Was that TK85 sighting? Mm-hmm. That actually wasn't even really his fault. That was Avante Maddox's fault because Avante Maddox bit down and he shouldn't have. Well, he's not a starter. Maybe in the UFL, he's a starter, but not in the NFL. He's a depth piece, but it's okay. You have to have that mentality. No, there was nothing. And I didn't understand the decision. So you're right. Maybe he was told to let him score. Maybe they're like, all right, we got them where they want. We got them where we want them. They think we're trying to win this game. Now let them come back. It's possible. It looked like we were in complete control of the game. Wow. Jalen Johnson with the making sure he didn't get a yard. I was going to say put Monty in. Tremaine Edmonds looks like Chopper Young City. If you know, you know. Use the hashtag. Why didn't you just run? Brother, there was nobody on the outside. Why would you cut up inside? What are we doing? That was crazy. Not cute enough. Look, watch. Boom, he's gone. Look at all the space you got out there. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy, bro. I'll be right back. Yeah, we got these pigeons that will come by and sit on the roof and just make noise for hours if you don't like go chase them away with a broom. So I had to go chase them away. Hey, you went out there, you fought the good fight for a half, you dominated them, you showed them that you run them and you own them. And yeah, now let's go get that draft pick. If you fire all the coaches and give us Flores, who do we only have Flores? A fake owl? Just put it on the roof. But how does that work in the daytime? Because owls ain't out in the daytime. I'm pretty upset that they're stopping to run this game because where was this against the Steelers when you still had life? Mm. Doesn't matter what time it is, huh? You know, one thing I've noticed about Hutch is he takes himself out of the play a lot because he just tries to beat you wide and run a hoop around you instead of okay, start out wide and then get back inside. You know what I mean? Like you just watch him and he's just coming off the edge, just running the whole hoop situation. You want to fire everyone and hire Flores as your head coach. Is that what you're trying to say to me? Do you think they would do that? Flores getting a head coaching job would be very, very surprising to me. That's why I said yesterday in that video that you get Flores the money because Flores said it's got to be the right situation for him to leave. With his lawsuit against the NFL, I don't think he's getting a head coaching job. So the right situation means whoever's paying me the most money. So you pay him a lot of money, you make him the highest paid defensive coordinator in the NFL. Yeah, that's it. Like watch him on this play. Well, that one he just got chipped inside. How does Cole Komet chip him and then catch the pass and then get the first down? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. He chips Hutch on his way out, disrupts the pass rush, catches the ball wide open, and gets the first down. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Whatever Brian Flores wants, you bring him in as a defensive coordinator, whatever he wants. His staff, his whatever. I don't care. You know, no, he's a 6th round pick because we're good, man. That's why he's playing. Mm. Caleb needs 100 more yards. Look at that, like that, man. You thought, yeah, that they were told to lose the game. Well, here's the thing: like the Lions' defense doesn't know how to play zone. That because they're not allowed to play it throughout the season. So then you switch to all zone, and then you don't get a pass rush. They don't know where their drops are. They don't know who's got who. Um, as you can see on the touchdown. Yeah, Lacey, you're not catching, Caleb. Lacey, so I understand you're a good player and all that, but you're not gonna catch Caleb, so you might well stop. Just stop running. Just save your energy because you're not gonna catch him. Oh, the imagery. The imagery. You see Avante Madge out here like, y'all stop. Stop. Come on now. Kenny. Kenny. Hey, leave him alone, Kenny. Hey. You know. The Bears were like a cat playing with their food. And then just said, all right, let's turn it on. Let's eat them. That's going to be a holding. How? How would it be on Detroit? Makai Wingo. Ain't played all year and then comes in there and gets a freaking holding. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, Anzo would be able to, but wow, that's not a hold at all. That wasn't a hold at all. Y'all see them tackle Hutch and then they grabbed his ankle? Ron Winarski should be coming in a minute. Cedric, I think you're the only one that wants them to win this game. Uh, Boom. Yeah. I mean, it's like it's not even that we can't cover them. We don't even know where they are. You know what I mean? It's like the tight ends are as big as they are, 6'5", 6'6", 270, 60, 70 pounds, whatever. And they're just getting lost. I don't know how. How many yards did Caleb need coming in? 274? All right, 525. He probably won't get it, but But he's got to get what? 80 more yards? I mean, if they started the 20 on their last drive and he throws it for for all 80. Realistically, the Bears could get two more possessions if the Lions keep doing stuff like that. Brad Holmes giving that message is crazy. uh, I don't know about Louis Riddick, bro. He hasn't gotten a job ever. And I don't think Louis Riddick would be welcome here with the hit piece that he put out on Brian Branch when he got suspended after the Chiefs game. Waymo. That's what we needed all season. Waymo Jamo. You know what I mean? We needed Waymo Jamo. That's true. Montgomery and Gibbs on the field at the same time. It's amazing to me. They can do that. I didn't know they could do that. It's amazing. It's amazing. You see how the defense had to account for Gibbs, and they're like, "Oh, where's he going?" And then Monty just nice little run up the middle. You know exactly. Put Monty in tush push. Wow, that was a very large move back. What the frick was that, bro? Is Aleem McNeil? No, Aleem McNeil's out. He's not playing. Yeah, he has an abdominal injury. Another injury from Aleem McNeil. I told y'all he's about to get the injury prone label. They just made it a rule, huh? That explains it. That explains why they're doing it so much. You know, you see what I mean. You see how we got to the outside, and he could have done that on the flea on the little not flea flicker, but the halfback pass when he was trying to get it to Goff, the Motown special. And he had to actually beat people to the edge on this play. He had the edge on that other play, which led to their first touchdown. How do you call it intentional grounding when someone went the wrong way? Is a busted. How is that grounding? There was no pressure. He was. It was a quick throw. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. And that's how the Lions lose games. I mean, when it's 3rd and 20, you really don't have too much choice. Of course, Davenport. Of course, Davenport had a chance to make a play and he didn't. Oh, watching this dude play football is he did. He did. He looked like he was hurt too. Damn, my arms. I fell on it. That's got to be grounding. That's got to be grounding. That was clearly grounding. That was clear. Okay, thank you. That wasn't the same exact play. The play that we had wasn't grounding at all. Mm-hmm. Where did they just get the automatic 10 yard? Is it an automatic 10? It's not an automatic 10 yard. He wasn't 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, bro. So that's crazy. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it just seems weird. That's why he was mad. He wasn't hurt. He was mad. He was like, dang, that would have unlocked a $5 million bonus. Oh my goodness. Uh, I guess. They went out like some lames the last 4 weeks. Oh my goodness. I'll come pick him up. It'll take a while for me to get there, but I'll come get him. Yeah. It's like you can't even come back to Detroit. We're gonna mail you gonna mail your locker. No flags. That is a backup fest. It's like a preseason game with postseason implications. I wanted to see up there. There's going to be a timeout if you don't get up. Mm. I mean, y'all don't want to let too much time run off the clock. I understand you have 2 timeouts, but that's going to be a timeout. They need that. They need that for sure. That needs to be the focus. But this defense, they're going to have to get something going, bro. That's why I said just that's what happens when you play your starters, bro. You play your starters in a meaningless game, and there's there's a chance for injury. You know. Oh, there's the UFO commercial. We all love football, but after the NFL season, after the Super Bowl, are we tired of football? Is that why we just don't give the UFL a watch, or you know what I mean? Or is it just because the product is a step down and we're just not willing to watch it? Oh, he's concussed. He's concussed. I don't think that's gonna happen. The UFL isn't any good. Okay. They shouldn't, but they're trying. Then there you go. Are they gonna kick the field goal? They can't kick it unless they're just gonna try to down it in the middle of the field. Yeah, I've never watched it either. I saw a guy. It was some quarterback that I don't know who he played. Did he play for the Michigan Panthers or somebody? He was terrible. He was like really, really bad. He was a mobile quarterback, but he was really, really bad. Yeah, I've never seen it at all. Poor Caleb. He was 60 yards from 4,000. That's why I said he's gonna do it. He's gonna be the one to do it. He ain't gonna do it today, but he'll do it. Probably within the next 2 seasons. Probably do it next season. He's got to. Well, Bates missed it to the left last time, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with the draft picks. um, he still could miss, y'all. Unless he's already made it and I'm behind. Nope, that's it. Congratulations. We're 9-8. Congratulations, guys. We're 9-8. That didn't look very friendly. He said the two friends. That did not look very friendly. Hey, good job, man. Lord have mercy. No problem, Belinda Brown. I appreciate y'all coming through. As I said, I will be changing my my thumbnail, my main thumbnail for tomorrow. For the 2026. I'm gonna look at some of my other I'm gonna look at some of my other thumbnails, probably change them up too. Just trying to find something I like, really. But I think the new one you guys will like it. It's very creative. You know what I mean? This just feels like a bad relationship. Like you ignored your girl for 6 months, and then she said, "I'm leaving," so you showed up with flowers because that makes it all better. All right, Mr. Morale 313. We'll catch you later. How much draft capital we just lost? 4 or 5 positions, maybe. Yeah. Pick 15 and 17. I mean, I wouldn't mind 15. I wouldn't mind. I think if we had got this one, if we had lost this one, we'd be 11, 12, 12 maybe. So I think 12 was the highest we could have gone. So 15, I wouldn't mind. Because 15, you can still trade up into the top 10 with kind of relative ease. I don't know where you're going to get the third round picks from. but it might maybe a first and a second for next year or something. I don't know. Wouldn't we still finish last because we got swept by the Vikings in the division? Yeah, we're last in the division for sure. And the Vikings, I think, are 10-7. Or if maybe. Or if they're 9-8, just like us, yeah, they have the tiebreaker. Because we were we were 2-4 in the division. Because we beat the Bears both times. That's crazy. Think at best we're 16. 16 is still not far from trading into the top 10 if we need to. I would just hope that, Bradley pulls the trigger. Yeah, me too. Glad we didn't have any injuries. CJ, as I said, is concussed, and he was wobbly. So be interesting to see if he plays next week. And he's been big for them all year, so that could be a significant loss. No, we should still get the fourth place. We're still last in the division. We got swept by the Packers. We got swept by the Vikings. The Vikings, if they have the same record as us, then we're definitely last place. If they have a better record than us, we're definitely last place. So definitely. And we need someone other. We need some UDFA to come in here and take DJ Reed's job. If it's really, about who's the better player, we need some UDFA to come in here and take his job. Like, take it. Depends on who they're playing. They could be one and done. Did the Commanders win? What happens if both them and the Bears lost? The Eagles and the Bears. Oh, if we play the NFC South next year, oh that's lovely. We'd be playing the freaking the AFC East. We'd be playing the Jets, and the NFC South. We'd be playing the Saints. So that's crazy. Yeah. Did the Vikings win 10 games or 9 games? I think they won 9. Because they finished the they might have won 10. They finished the season on a 10 game on a 5-game winning streak. Oh my goodness, bro. They won 9? Okay. The Vikings, so we're both 9-8, so that means the Vikings definitely. Did the Vikings beat anybody? Yeah, they beat the Packers. So they've won at least 3 games in the division. So we're definitely last. They won at least 3 games and they beat us both times. So yeah. Back to the cellar we went. Oh my goodness, bro. That's wild. $35-8 with Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. That's crazy. Who's more likely to get fired? Mike McDaniel or Todd Bowles? What do you guys think? So Jahmyr Gibbs' new record is 49 touchdowns. That's the record to break. So they beat the Packers. Oh yeah, they did beat the Bears once. So yeah. Damn, the Vikings were 4-2 in the division. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hell, the Giants game might not be that easy. Why would we play the Patriots? They're first place in the division. Bro, it's crazy how tall Giannis is. They just put it in perspective with this commercial with him and his daughter. And he stood there with his daughter and raised her up, and she dunked the basketball. That's freaking crazy. Mike McDaniel. I know we play the Bills, but why would we play the Patriots? Mm. But they're in the AFC East. So if they're in the AFC East, wouldn't we just play the Jets? Oh, we play the whole division. So what's if we play the whole division, then what's the point? I don't get it. Why'd you call him a knucklehead? So the AFC South, who do we play? Well, of course we play the Saints. Do we play anybody else in the AFC South? I'm sorry, the NFC South. Just the Saints. Okay. So if we play the Patriots, the Bills, and the Jets, the only team we don't play in the AFC East is the Dolphins. It had to be Shep because really it was the defense that had to come out there and hold something. Yeah, we played the AFC North. So we played the Steelers, we played the Ravens, Browns, and yeah, we played and the Bengals. We played the whole AFC North. So if we're playing three teams from the AFC East, that means we probably should be playing all of the AFC East. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we play the NFC East again. Damn it! Why would we play them again? No. So you're saying we're playing the whole NFC South? I'm tired of playing the Buccaneers, bro. Like we play them dudes. You might as well make it the NFC Central again. Goodness, why we got to play them every freaking year? So then, what's the last place benefit? Who are we playing as a last place team? You said we play the Cardinals, and who else? The Cards and the Giants. But we played it. No, we don't play it. Okay, I got you. I mean, that should be 3 games, but like I said, the Giants game ain't gonna be that easy. And then last place in the AFC South was who? Was it the it was the Colts? No, it was the Titans. The Titans. Okay. All right. Um well, obviously I'm not doing the schedule game until until the off season is freaking finished pretty much and we've gone into training camp. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a long off season. Brent DeWitt with the super chat. He says, oops, did I forget to say F the Bears, second year in a row, won a free breakfast for sweeping. LOL. Appreciate you, Brent DeWitt. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I mean, you want to beat Osama bin Johnson all the time. It's F the Bears all the time. When the fans started going crazy, I was like, I kind of want to win this game now because F the Bears and their fans. Where's Ron Winarski? Where's Ron Winarski? I mean, we can't really say much because the Bears are in the playoffs. And are the Bears still the 2 seed because the Eagles lost? I don't know. Okay, playoff bracket. The Bears are the 2 seed. So it was a very meaningless game for the Bears. It didn't matter at all. No, no, no. Yeah. So the Bears play the Packers. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so shoot. Well, I think damn it. The Bears playing the Packers, the Eagles and 49ers. I don't know. That's a toss up. The only game that I can call definitively. Well, I actually can't call this game definitively. This is gonna be a good first round, bro. Because the Panthers have already beat the Rams, so they're not afraid. Um, the Bears and the Packers will be playing for the third time this season. They split in the regular season. I don't have a rooting interest. I guess we want Osama bin Johnson to lose, but then also Matt LaFleur is the biggest beta male out. So I don't know. Nah, this is gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a good first round, bro. Hibernation is trending. That's crazy. We won't see Ron until after the Bears, which they won't win playoff game. Bears are one and done. I mean, Jordan Love does it. He does have more playoff experience than Caleb. So these Jersey Mike commercials. As long as the Packers and Bears lose in the playoff, it's all good. I mean, they're both gonna lose, but unfortunately not in the first round because they're playing each other. So um I mean, is that going to be a mid off? The Bears and the Packers. Rather see the Bears lose first. I think I hate Matt LaFleur more than I hate Osama. It's a shame that they can't both lose. That would be cool. I just can't. I can't. Like I can't condone beta maleness. You know what I mean? I can't condone it. And Matt LaFleur is the poster child. for beta males. Osama bin Johnson has never been almost in tears at the podium because he couldn't beat Dan Campbell. You know what I mean? I don't know. Facts. Nobody would. Nobody would. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate him because of the choice that he made. Right? And then let's say he gets fired from the Bears, or not this year. But I'm saying, like, okay, a few years down the line, he gets fired from the Bears, or he takes a job that offers more money somewhere else. Right? We really won't care about him that much. But Matt LaFleur is always going to be a beta male. You know what I mean? Like, he's always going to be a beta male. All right, so Patriots and Bills, I think, win. I think Houston will beat the Steelers. I mean, that defense can beat either the Steelers or the Ravens, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, the dude just looks like he can't wait to get back home and have a mocha latte. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a matcha latte. Sorry, not a mocha. Matcha. I don't know, bro. I'm stalling because I really don't want to go to work. I have to work on this other app today, not Uber. It's called Didi. It's a Chinese app, and they just don't have any of the options that Uber has. No reservations. Airport access is trash. So I really don't want to drive around the city. I mean, they do have an incentive. You get an extra $250 if you do 40 trips in 6 days. So I don't know, bro. Rams Broncos Super Bowl. Who could beat the Broncos? I think while the Broncos defense is really, really good, you know, their offense does struggle at times. And if they get off to slow starts in the whatchamacallit, if they get off the slow starts in the playoffs, I don't know. I think in the NFC, the Seahawks have the best defense available. And they say defense wins championships. So it's crazy, bro. I really don't want anybody in the NFC to win anything. So I'm going to be rooting for the AFC. Whoever it is, I'll be rooting for the AFC. If Lamar gets into the playoffs, even though the Ravens have not been all that great this year, the Ravens will be playing, they'll be like the hot team. So if it's a Lamar versus Josh AFC Championship game, I'm gonna have to take Lamar, bro. I'm gonna have to take Lamar. They could. They could. Yeah. Will Darnold turn into Darnold when it matters the most? Well, here's the thing. He did last year when the number one seed was up for grabs. He didn't this year when the number one seed was up for grabs. So he may have turned a corner. And it may be fueled by the fact that the Vikings did let him go. You know, didn't he have a punctured lung? How's he going to play in the game? 3 weeks, punctured lung. Always trust Donald to Donald. By that sentiment, you can always trust Goff to Goff. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, bro. I'm gonna get out of here, man, and go to work. Oh man. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the new be on the lookout for the new thumbnail. And I'm going to try to preview the mock draft simulator. So after these games, I'll be able to get the tentative draft order without the playoff teams in there. But that's a lot of picks. it's 14 teams, so it's a lot of picks. You know what I mean? But we'll have the first 18 picks by the end of tonight. So yeah. Wow, is he? That's crazy. Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna try to preview that mock drive situation, and then just wrapping up the season. We'll wrap up the season. We'll talk about what we saw from this game and what we think it means and all this stuff. So that'll be that. All right. Once again, the Motor City Cats R&D back at it. We came to give you stats, not none of that static. Whatever you do, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. Appreciate y'all every time you came through for this season, every watch party, every live, every video that you watched, every like button that you smashed, every time you shared a stream or a video. I appreciate all that. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed. And hopefully we're going to try to get back to 1,000 by the season, by training camp. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be making more content from Tesla Studios and all that stuff. So I'll be weighing in on things, stuff I don't usually get to do because, I would always wait till I got home. But now that I've set up a mobile office, I'll be much more equipped to get more content out. So just keep it locked, man. We're going to have more content. We're going to have some apps coming up. Like I said, I'm going to try to preview the mock draft app tomorrow. If it goes well and it's working out, definitely going to be working on a fantasy football app for you guys throughout the off season. Try to get that out there. And there's a couple more apps that I wanted to do. Remember what they are. Sometimes you should write things down because I had like 5 apps that I wanted to do, but I don't remember what they are. But all right, y'all, as I said, appreciate you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.